are listening to a Fishbowl Studios production.
Welcome to the Lukewarm Tank, filled with lukewarm water and lukewarm takes. I'm your host, Ben, joined by Link.
Sup?
Alex.
Hey.
And Aaron.
Hello.
Today in the tank, it's going to get pretty warm with today's topic, social media's effect on the music industry and whether we think it's positive or negative. We'll have Aaron and Link present their perspectives, and Alex will then ask them questions, and as a group, we'll come to an agreement. So let's dive in.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the positive impacts of social media on the music industry. So social media has helped new up-and-coming artists release their music to a much wider and broader audience easier than it ever has been before. It also allows users to discover new recommendations and also expand their music taste. There's a lot more direct engagement, whether it be support or constructive criticism, and I feel like that's also a very vital aspect with social media and music.
So, while I agree with some of your takes, I just want to say that I feel like social media has kind of led to a bit of a fragmented listening experience when it comes to music, where I feel like there's also just a lot of music being created for the sole purpose of virality, where you're just trying to get the most clicks and the most views and everything. And I feel like there's also just like there's a shift in music production, I feel like, as well, where we're just kind of getting like lower quality works being put out. And yeah.
So Lincoln, after hearing that argument, what do you have to say about it, and do you have any experience in it?
Yeah, so I do agree with some of your points, Aaron, but I will say like singles have existed for a very long time and will continue to be produced. And they really haven't made any negative impact toward the music industry. And even the same thing goes for apps like TikTok or Instagram Reels with music oversaturation. I feel like those apps have made it a lot easier to discover new music, and if it weren't for these songs and such being streamed, it'd be a lot more difficult for users to discover those people, I would say.
So Aaron, what do you have to say about that, and what's your experience?
So I feel like my personal experience, I consider myself a bit of a music connoisseur. I listen to quite a bit of music, I make quite a bit of music, and I feel like while singles have existed, they've been used as typically a ramp up towards a bigger project rather than just a person releasing singles. So I also think, to your point of discoverability being a lot easier, I think as much as somebody could just scroll on TikTok and find a new song that they might really enjoy, you could also just stroll through an aisle at a record shop, or even like scroll on streaming services and see what you can find just by looking on your own. I feel like it's almost making it too easy if you're just getting it from that social media platform.
So Ben, after hearing these two perspectives, what are your thoughts?
So I'm leaning more towards Aaron's arguments on that I believe that social media really has had a overall bad impact on music, because there are some times where I'll find some cool deep cuts and have a new song I like, but generally it's a few songs that I hear for months on end that have no real value in terms of what can be done in the medium of music. So Alex, what are your thoughts?
So I think I'm going to have to agree with Lincoln here, because I've discovered a lot of my favorite artists off of social media. My favorite music genre, jazz fusion, I discovered off of YouTube recommendations, and at least once a week I'm scrolling Instagram and I find a new song that I enjoy.
So really, this is all to personal perspective, so please let us know in the comments section. What are your thoughts? We'd love to know.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us on this episode of the Lukewarm Tank. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and X at Fishbowl Studios, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Lukewarm Tank.
Have any thoughts or questions? Let us know.
And make sure to check back every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and turn on the bell notification so you never miss an episode.
This has been the Lukewarm Tank with lukewarm water and lukewarm takes. I'm your host Ben, joined by Lincoln, Alex, and Aaron, signing out.